It's Week 13 of the 2025 season. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Broncos and the Jets, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
From Denver. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Shirley. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Jackson to return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Wilson on second down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Shirley. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On 1st and 10, Shirley over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Shirley. Open man here is Conklin. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Back to throw. Shirley. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. From the 36, Wilson. And complete right side to Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw on second down. Shirley. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Shirley. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Jack Fox on the punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Bryce Hall there defensively. On 2nd and 9. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Jets add 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on 1st down, Shirley. He finds Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Back to throw. Shirley towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 47 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Carl Lawson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. On 3rd down, Sherman. And this is going to be incomplete. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's out right at the 25. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st down, Shirley. Got him in, it's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A final shot before break. Shirley. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 2nd down, Cook. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 1st down, Wilson. Complete to Washington. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle to Smith. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. He's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you-heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off the play fake, Shirley. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the draw, it's Gibson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Shirley. He's got Watkins on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Throwing on 3rd and long. Shirley. That's out to the flat for Gibson. A second fake. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And coming out now, the Broncos. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It's caught by Davis, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
The extra point up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On 1st and 10, Shirley. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Shirley. And that is incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught by Brown.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Shirley looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Shirley.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, They took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Shirley. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of it. Has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Shirley. Man open left side is Brown.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down. Shirley. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's Williams on the catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Wilson will throw again. Setting up the screen for Cook. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Wilson. And it's caught. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Cook up the gut. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Shirley.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
Oh, nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shirley over the middle here to Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Flushed out right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Shirley. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that?